Alright. You know the drill. Just firing up the dude. Alright, looks like that's set. Heading out. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go up the stupid back cutoff trail. I wanna dodge the first crossing of Lone Pine Creek, and that ends up past it, just past it. Alright. Looking forward to this. Alright, approaching the trail. The main trail. Here's the main trail here. It has 0.6 miles. So brought the moon boots. Should have brought these last month for the snow instead of my kind of more tech boots. That was dumb. They're both good for snow, but these are fine when it's just fluff, which is what it was. Oh, it's getting dark. We're almost a week past full moon. Alright. Crossing the creek again at right before Lone Pine Lake up here. Ooh, wobbly. Past a handful of people. They're on their way up and they're going to camp at Lone Pine Lake for the night. Alright. The lake, trailhead, and us. Ooh. Go through this little flat spot and then the Whitney Zone sign. I see lights up there coming down. Alright, the Whitney Zone sign. So this is normally like 3.1 miles, but I took the cutoff, so I'm at 2 3/4 miles. 7:47, I left at 6:30, so basically an hour, 20 minutes. When I'm really in shape, and when I'm only carrying a running vest, and I'm doing like a midsummer overnight run, I can sometimes get here in 1 hour, taking like the full route, so 3.1 miles. That's when I know I'm moving like fast. If I get here in an hour. But I'm carrying a full pack, like 15 pounds, fully loaded now. Right at Bighorn Park now, which is always, for me, a really nice checkpoint. You can't see anything, but you get to come downhill a little bit, and then there's this big meadow, and then you see the big cliffs over there. It's just gorgeous. It's really rewarding. I've never seen bighorns here. Outpost Camp is up on top there before you start climbing again. And we crossed the creek up there at Outpost Camp twice. Once in the middle of camp and then once at the top before we start climbing. I see some lights here. They may be people's camps or people coming down. First little crossing before the camp. Good rocks. Water's pretty low. Oops, I'll put my red light. We're going through camp. Alright, the water crossing at the top of Outpost Camp looks nice and low also. When I was here just a couple weeks ago, it had been raining and that was a lot higher. I went around in the bushes instead. Alright, so we've done almost 2,000 feet of climbing now. It's 10 after 8. I mean, the next major waypoint is really Outpost Camp, or the meadow, Trailside Meadow, before you climb up to Outpost Camp, I'd say is the next waypoint. So we're gonna climb up to that now. We'll hike. Alright. Here's the crossing before Muir Lake. Also pretty low. So yeah, Muir Lake is really the next sort of checkpoint after Outpost Camp back there. But there's the side trail, and Muir Lake is right there. But these switch back and go up to the next step where Trailside Meadow is. Getting up onto the slab. So we're going to be approaching Trailside Meadow soon. I can hear the big waterfall. Yeah, I've been up here so many times and I always get twisted around on the trail in this area. through here and then up through the rocks up that way, because it's all this kind of thing. It's very easy to just walk off the trail. Time to layer up. It's a good spot here. The breeze is starting. It's kind of going to be exposed to the wind and the sky from now on. I think I'm going to put a second base and my fleece to last me all the way to the switchbacks. And then just don't go hard so I don't sweat. All right. Glad I put that layers on. Really toasty now. Put my glove liners also. So yeah, now I want to move a little slower so I don't work up a sweat and just stay in the Goldilocks zone. I love this giant rock in the middle of the trail. This has arrived in the time that I've been hiking this trail. It didn't used to be here a number of years back. Oh, see some lights up there. All right, I'll turn my light back to low. All right, here we are. Trailside Meadow. This is honestly my favorite place to take a break on the way back down. It's just like a couple flat spots. Woo! And the creek coming down, and then this amazing falls over there. And it just feels nice, and it's a beautiful view going out that way, which you can see nothing now. But it's super relaxing, and it's right on the side of the trail. And it feels on the way back like you've made progress by this point, because you came from the summit all the way back to Trail Crest, all the way down the switchbacks, past Trail Camp, down a whole bunch of crap. And so yeah, it feels like you've made progress, and like it's okay to take a break and cool your feet off. It's a great spot. It's small though, so I understand the no camping sign. That place would get trashed if people camped here. I'm glad it's not a camp spot. Okay. Wow, there's a whole pile of lights up there. A whole bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even more. Passed a couple people down by Trailside Meadow. When I come up at night, I often see people coming down in the dark who are doing a day hike and are now doing the longest day of their life, returning to the trailhead. It's hard when I see people when I go really late. Like sometimes I start at midnight down at the trailhead when I'm doing a day hike. And today I have an overnight pass, so I started early, like 6:30 p.m. But yeah, when I start at like midnight and I'm coming up and I see people coming down at like 1 in the morning, and they've been going all day since like maybe 5 in the morning or something. I feel so sorry for them, and they're not happy. So anyway, random. I hope these people up here are in better spirits. The people I passed that were sitting down by trail camp did not seem very happy. people down there. And our moon over there. That's cool. Wow, that looks so cool. It'll never come across on the video well enough, but wow, that looks so cool. Right there. So cool. Yeah, so that one group wasn't doing so good. They're taking a break. And then the other group that I passed that was taking a break looks like they're moving again now. Maybe. And there's the moon. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving here. Yeah. The big group that just passed me, that was about 6+ people. There we go. I'll put my light on. I'll even bump it up a notch. There we go. Yeah, that group I just passed. I mean, they'll be okay, but they weren't doing great. When they saw me, the very first question they asked was, so we come from the summit. What's the fastest way to Whitney Portal? And I told them, like, you're on the trail. Hike the trail. This is a spot where I forever get turned around. Anyway, so yeah, and they were like, is there not a faster way down to Whitney Portal? We just want to get to our car. And I said, this is it. This is the trail. So yeah, they've got 6 miles. And it's like 9:30 p.m. So they've had a very long day already. So I don't know. Basically, if you're going to try to day hike Mount Whitney, and you're not used to doing 12 to 18 hour hikes, you should go and do a whole bunch of 12 to 18 hour hikes first. It's weird, there's a backpack here. Maybe someone's getting water. Huh, that's weird. I mean, I passed multiple groups. I don't see how someone could stop by accident and forget their pack. Hopefully someone's just getting water or off relieving themselves somewhere. Hopefully not in the river. But yeah, I don't see anyone. That's weird. A little concerning. Not gonna lie. That's kind of the thing about Mount Whitney. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anyone. I just see a pack sitting there. It's pretty weird. Moon keeps doing different shapes as it's covered by clouds. Alright, let's keep going. Climbed 3,300 feet. It's 9:35 p.m. Around 5.5 miles. It's 11,700 feet. So, approaching trail camp. Trail camp's about 12,000. And then Trailcast is 13 and change. Let's go. Feeling good. Trying to moderate my speed so I don't sweat. Stay comfy warm. My layers are good right now. The moon is very orange. It's It's nice. It's illuminating the clouds beneath it. I'll try to zoom in, but it won't pick it up. Maybe. Whatever. Anyway, I like this area beneath Trail Camp. Tucked in all these rocks, kind of climbing up through it. It's like my bailout if I ever think it's gonna be just too cold. And it's nice to know I can tuck in and bivvy. I never have though. It's just nice knowing it's here. I've taken a break before Trail Camp, before going at night when it's been windy and cold. Tucked in here for a while. So yeah, I kind of have good vibe memories of this area. Alright, keep moving. Here's this big pool right before Trail Camp. I've walked right into that before not thinking, because it's always varying degrees of empty and full. And it's totally still. You don't really see it at all. And you think it's just like a puddle until it's like ankle deep. I can see it. It's the worst. It's funny though. Alright, let's go. Right, Trail Camp. I'm gonna be quiet in case people are camping. I'll point my light down. I might have a little safety meeting. And then fill up my chocolate banana smoothie to drink on the switchbacks. And I might put my shell layer. I'm not sure. I might wait till I get to Trail Crest. But yeah, here we are at Trail Camp. So yeah. 12,000 feet. Okay, got my shake here. Ready to continue up trail and mosey up the switchbacks now. This is 2 bananas, 4 servings of cacao, maltodextrin, and protein powder. It's about 480 calories. Yeah, and peanut powder also. So it's kind of like banana peanut chocolate. All right, let's go. This smoothie is hitting the spot. It's pretty cool. Someone was down at the lake getting water. I just got a photo. It looked just pretty cool. Yeah, the smoothie's hitting the spot. Like I said, it's 2 dehydrated bananas, 4 servings of cacao, 30 grams of maltodextrin, 30 grams, which is 2 servings of peanut powder, and I think amino acid pill crushed up. But I was thinking, like, it tastes so good. And oh yeah, also the vanilla protein powder. So I've got like vanilla, chocolate, banana, right, and peanut. I'm almost at a banana split. Like if I dehydrated some maraschino cherries and some pineapples, that'd be perfect. I'd have a banana split. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. This is delicious. The calories are really gonna do me well. Going up to 99 switchbacks here. And I forgot there's also 1 serving of instant coffee. So yeah, that'll be good. Because last month I was falling asleep on my feet going up the switchbacks. Okay, let's keep moving. Right. Spring right below the cables is flowing. It's really flowing. It's cool. sometimes, late summer, it's not really very usable. This is a nice place to take a break on the way down. I always kind of celebrate getting here because I'm almost down the switchbacks. I can get some water, cruise down to trail camp. But yeah, going good. Moseying up here, approaching the cable soon. I'll record a bit when I get there again. The moon is not super bright, but it is offering some light. Getting near the cables, here's the big slabs. The moon is becoming obscured by clouds. Let's see, 12:06. Got a ways to go. Trail crest is over 13. Right, the cables. This is always, all these spots are nice little waypoints. They become friends on the trail that break the hike up. Yeah, so these are the cables. They're awesome. They're just so gnarly and bent over because there's just always snow here. And that was the point of these, but yeah, so there's often like a big snow pile here that you got to get over really late in the spring. I think last time, or in the spring when I was here, I just went around the outside. It was easier. Almost nowhere. Almost a third of the way up the switchbacks. Anyway, I love hiking this at night. Alright, I'm going to stop and layer up here. Multiple things are going on. Still a little ways till trail crest. Often I kind of push it and put my last layer, which is my shell, my soft shell, upper and lower, up there. But I also often try to stop a little beforehand and do it because, one, I'm starting to feel heat escaping through me, and so it's time to trap it because I'm going up and staying up and waiting for breakfast or waiting for sunrise. So yeah, I got to start retaining all my heat. And two, I'm starting to get into some mist and I can see condensation forming on my bag, so I got to protect myself against that. And I'm going to put my pack cover on also. So yeah, that's what I'm up to now. Headlamp battery just died early from the cold, but not a problem. I have my battery pack and I've got it plugged in. I can plug it while I'm still wearing it, but I noticed that, I mean, you can't see right now, but it's actually still quite bright, even with the moon obscured by the clouds. So I can enjoy it for a bit and continue up the trail crest here, two trail crests here, just with the moonlight while I'm charging. Moving along, approaching trail crest still. So I'm moving up into the cloud layer now, approaching the lower deck. So yeah, I'm glad I already put my shell layer on and my pack cover. Because yeah, we'll see how foggy and misty and wet it is. In the cloud now, you can see it. This is where I was falling asleep on my feet last time I was here last month, a couple weeks ago. It was bizarre. All right, here we are, up in the clouds. Where are we actually? At elevation, oh well, whatever. Here's Trail Crest. We're actually leaving the Whitney Zone, but everyone else will be entering it. There's these awesome spires here that you can barely see in the darkness. Mount Whitney. Yeah, I wanted to check the height. Let's see. We are at 13,615 or something. It says it here somewhere. I forget where. Oh, let's go. Oh, yeah. Nice to be here. Feeling good. Glad, like I said, glad I got my shell layers on already so that I'm cresting up here and already feeling good. Here's the classic sign. Alright, here's the chute. Been up and down this many times in the snow, and now I've been down it in not the snow. Yeah, check out these clouds coming whooshing over Trail Crest. This is cool. It's cool up here. Temperature, it's probably about freezing. It's supposed to be freezing at about 13,000 feet. I guess it was freezing before because we saw the icicles at the cables, right? Alright, so here we are up on Trail Crest. So the thing about going up the switchbacks at night is it's easy to feel apprehensive as it gets colder or windier, or if you're getting closer into the clouds. Come on, people, don't leave your... Oh my god, people. But the reality is that, yes, you should be cautious, obviously, as you're ascending and paying attention to the weather, and you should have checked the weather beforehand and all that crap. But given all that, it's going to change up here. You're now like no longer just kind of exposed on the switchbacks. You're getting up into Trail Crest here where you're really tucked in all this stuff. And quite often the weather kind of changes and it can be kind of comfortable here when it's uncomfortable back on the switchbacks. But anyway, that's my ramble. Oh yeah, I love getting up onto this part of the trail. I love it. Alright, so here we are at the Muir Trail junction. Whew. So, yeah, so we go up this way. Let me put my light on brighter. We go up this way, boom, up that way, and the Muir Trail came from up here. Here's the junction. I came from back there, from over Trail Crest, and I carry on up this way. And then, yeah, Mount Whitney 1.9. I don't know who decided to scratch that out. People who think it's farther. really, I don't know who defaces national parks. Like, don't even come here. Seriously. Anyway, it's only 1.9. Let's go. Moving along good, feeling good. Like I said, I absolutely love this stretch of trail. Probably one of my favorites everywhere. At night or sunrise, it's really fun. Like if I just tag the summit at night and then turn right around, coming back here while it starts to get light is super cool. Alright, here's these windows. You can look down and see, whoa, lone pine. This is where you can sometimes get signal, and the first place you start seeing the horizon light. One of the windows as we pass between the arêtes. I'll try to get a picture with the moon here. Here's another one of the windows between the arêtes. So I'm not quite on the back slope yet. Getting there. I didn't check, but usually you can get a signal at all those windows because you have line of sight down to Lone Pine. But yeah, I don't really care. I don't need any signal. And I want to keep moving. I've got a good thermoregulating perfectly right now. I'm just maintaining my heat, but not overheating and not losing more heat. And then I'm building up through movement because this is it. It's going to be pretty windy and as cold as it gets from here to the summit. Alright, moving along. I'm comfortable. Snug as a bug in a rug. As I said, glad I layered up early. Moving along good. And yeah, staying warm and comfortable. I can feel the air around has definitely gotten colder. More wind. And a little more humid. Right inside the clouds. Comes and goes. But yeah, it's super nice. I'm in a happy place. Just walking along. Enjoying a nice hike. Okay, up on the back slope now. Nothing but air moving around inside the clouds. No more nice big arêtes blocking the wind for us. Just got to push up this big dogleg switchback and get to the summit shelter so I can get out of this wind. I'm doing good, but there's no staying in this wind and retaining body heat. That's just a matter of time. So I just gotta keep moving and yeah, beat the time limit, which I'm good. I have this appropriately timed for my style. Alright, approaching the surface summit. Hopefully no one's in there and I'm blinding them. Windy, huh? Here's Summit Hut. Looks so cool when it just appears. Alright, I'll sign that later. Let's divert in case there's anyone in here. Awesome. No one in here. I'll hop in and stay warm. Okay. Someone trying to sit here on these things. I get it, but I'm going to put that back. This isn't a chair. Have some respect. No one does. Everyone just signs their name. But, it's my 20th summit of Mount Whitney. It's the 20th time I've stood up here. Might as well sign. Alright. Let's step out. Yeah, there's snow. Register. Let's step out here. Quick. Have a look. Whoa. Nice. Ooh-wee. Where are we? Here we are. I was a little lost. Here's this plaque. I should get a quick picture. Alright. Sometimes there's people bivvied. I don't think there is. Let's get out here and check the I bivvied right there before. It's a good spot. It's low and flat out of the wind. It's kind of the best spot out here. Bivvied on top of that. Alright. Markers. 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 Edge of the known universe. It's a nice spot to sit down there also. You can tuck right in on the ledge. Have some privacy. I haven't bivvied there. If it wasn't cold, I would. So you can't see because of the clouds, but it's starting to go light over there, ever so barely. So I'm gonna go into the shelter and just cozy up and put my final layers on and just stay warm and wait until the horizon has some color, and then come back out and get some pictures and video and enjoy sunrise. But yeah, we're close. Just very, very ever so barely getting light. So I'm just gonna wait it out a bit. Alright. Looks like it's starting to snow. Yeah, starting to snow. Oh, I'm gonna get in here and bundle up, get my layers on, and wait for that little light haze to turn to color. Having second dinner here while I wait for it to get light outside. No one's arrived yet, but I imagine people will start showing up soon. This is potatoes and beans and texture vegetable protein and powdered MCT oil and dehydrated vegetables. Yeah. Basically, potatoes and beans. There's the sign. Couldn't find it before. It was hiding down there. Alright. Just came for a little walk to have a look at the color on the horizon. Nothing yet. Getting a little lighter, but barely. No color. We're gonna go back in the shelter and wait.
Join some bird. What about right here, a little perch? Yeah, it's fucking cool by the edge.
Oh, this looks so cool, especially with a person standing there. Really give perspective. I love it. Sorry, you're the focal point. Check out Muir Peak in the snow, in the clouds.
Are you on the whole trail with the couple?
I'm doing the.
Are you gonna go out with them?
Or 2-pound pack, the whole JMT. I was like, fuck it, it's like 32 pounds right now. I'm just hauling up.
Well, with this,
It's
with this.
nice because you can't get it.
We felt like French press.
What up? That's Elon. Hi. I see you. You're on the top of your world, right?
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. Well, I've got like 2 liters in my camelback. It feels great.
Oh, dude, I think my gas is out.
Get the fuck off this.
Oh, I have another one.
Good morning, that's perfect timing.
All right, shorts on, sunglasses out.
Boys!
Yeah.
Camera. Just gonna have to get all the videos from you guys. Back in the armpits they go. Didn't smell this morning. It didn't.
Dude, I'm not gonna. Honestly, a homeless guy would probably kill for all that
Yes,
gear.
no.
Rob did kill for all that. But hey, at least we know that Swizette's real.
That's true. That was a nice thing to.
Who needs hot water? Anybody? Hot water.
Yes.
Do I have tea?
I didn't get them, I think.
Here, or do you want to put your hands over the flame?
Why don't you just pour this hot water in your bottle?
Don't get
Rob,
too close.
Whoa, watch. Here, put this in your bottle. Get your bottle. Get your water bottle. Pour this in there.
In the sleeping bag, yeah, perfect.
My hands are a little cold, but now that we're
Yeah, that's all that's cold on me is my fingertips.
I've got these fingers not the ideal.
you're heading out.
I didn't smoke for almost 40 years. And then when I retired,
feet.
it was on again.
Sorry, I'm just getting
No, you're good.
reflection of my feet on the roof there. It's stupid. Yep. No choice. Look at that color.
Freaking awesome.
Gorgeous.
I got some shrooms. You want some of those up here too?
Whoa.
We're all high as shit. I'm just kidding.
Oh, cool.
Well, that sun feels good. What is it? They call that mountain cocaine?
What?
Mushrooms? I haven't heard of that one. Wow, this is fucking awesome. This is, I think, the best sunrise summit I've ever done.
That's neat. Oh, look at that. I've been up here 2 different occasions when a group of climbers have topped up over the East Ridge.
Whoa.
So have just arrived right up over here.
That's cool.
That's the coolest feeling.
That's
Like
very cool.
I'm up here, and both times I was by myself otherwise. And suddenly these people appear over the ridge.
Oh no!
What's happened?
Your bottle's gone.
You can have one of mine. Because you're still going.
Take this one. Take this one.
I don't need. I'm leaving today. I'm gonna get on an airplane and I'm gonna throw most of all this stuff away. So.
Man, what a travesty it was. She's not again.
Don't miss this cloud action though, guys.
Oh, nice. Look at that sunbow.
Scrambling up, scrambling down, shit.
asking either.
But what I'm
Zion
thinking
is a cool one. Have you been to Zion?
hot, hot
I want to go to Bryce too.
They're all very close. You can like do them all in one trip.
Gotta do them all.
Oh my goodness.
Hike down the Narrows.
This is what I need. Looks so light. Let me put my water bottle back.
Lisa, may I have some more?
Oh, Papa, get it!
Are you team breakfast
Thanks to
burrito?
Rainbow.
What was that?
Are you team breakfast burrito?
What's that?
Breakfast burrito?
I love breakfast burritos.
Oh, I was pretty sure.
Yeah, all Americans like breakfast
I know.
burritos.
I discovered that with my friends before. The bakers I met Outpost Camp and guys on Trailhead.
Yes, enjoy the rest of your trip.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time. On
All right, that's a good one. See you. Nice meeting
Yeah,
you.
see you. Nice to meet you, man.
Have a good one. Have a good rest of your hike.
You've been up here 20 times and sleep up here and shit.
Still socked in down on the eastern side. This is why I'm keeping on my shell layer here. I'm in the shade anyway, so I'm not getting too warm. And I might be inside that soon. Maybe if I'm lucky, it'll burn off by the time I get to the switchbacks. That would be nice. Then I can like de-layer at the trail crest. Otherwise, for now, I'm waiting in case I end up inside it, and I'd prefer to be wearing shell. maybe it burns off by the time I get there. I've never gone down any of these. I'd like to try sometime. I just don't want to get cliffed out. I should read up. I think it's gonna burn off when I get to trail crest. I can get rid of some layers. Slack packer yard sale. All right, back to trail crest. Trail crest. Back at the cables. That's how you wrap up a wag bag. It's so easy. And then you carry it out. You don't leave it here and make a mess of this beautiful park. You just carry it out with you. It's so easy. There you go. So easy. Come on. Just carry it out. Back at trail camp. Here's this pool I was talking about last night. In the dark, it's really easy to just accidentally waltz right into this because it's like perfectly still and you can't tell. And it's not a little puddle, it goes to like knee deep. Consultation Lake. Katie, Irvine. This pack is still here. There's a bear bag. Maybe someone left it and climbed and marmots pulled shit out of it. I don't know. But it's just a bear can in it. But yeah, that was there since last night. Huh. Back at Trailside Meadow. I think I will take a break because it's a little ways from here to Muir Lake and then Outpost Camp. So yeah, maybe I'll have breakfast and grab a seat for a bit, especially now that the sun is back. It might go behind that cloud again, but oh well. Breakfast at Trailside Meadow. Get some calories. There's Muir Lake down there doing its thing. That's kind of my next like waypoint. At Trailside Meadow, and then Muir Lake, and then Outpost Camp. It's nice to just kind of break things up. Alright, there's Bighorn Meadow where Outpost Camp is, and then there's Lone Pine Lake. Those are our next two sort of waypoints after Muir Lake down here. To Muir Lake. Meadow. Bighorn Meadow with the beautiful views. Forgot to pull out the camera back there at Outpost Camp. There's Lone Pine Lake. Back at Lone Pine Lake. Down there in the trees. I'm just gonna head out down to the portal. Back at the log bridges. Alright, here's the John Muir Wilderness sign, and that means the cutoff trail's right here. Shortcut. Whew. There it is. Haven't had a look at that creek crossing. I'm sure it's pretty low. Everything's been low, but yeah, that's the main trail, and it follows that and does a big switchback, whereas this just zigzags down. That's better, for sure, like, use that. The main trail. It's cruisier, it's like flat, it's really nice, that bottom 1.3 miles, and it's really scenic looking down the canyon, versus this is kind of just an old unmaintained mess, and it doesn't get too scenic because you get underneath the trees pretty quick, but it cuts a bit of time and distance if you're over it. And myself, I want to get down to the portal. I want to hit the pit toilet. I want to get some food at the Whitney Portal store. You know, I've never had their pancakes. Maybe I'll try their pancakes. And back at the big rock. All right. Back at Whitney Portal. And it's as easy as this. Goodbye. All right. Just take care of your own shit. It's as easy as that.